There are only 2.5 months left to submit the annual income declaration. If citizens do not declare where and how much income they receive by November, they will be fined, initially 5,000 and then 10,000 drams. The amount of the fine will gradually increase with continued failure to submit. Months ago, the State Revenue Committee, SRC, announced that all tax-paying citizens must file declarations. That decision sparked quite heated discussions, but the debates subsided as quickly as they arose when it was announced that the declaration deadline was being extended by several months. Let's find out together where our citizens are in this process and whether they are aware of the delays.
The deadline is in November, so I'll file it in November. I logged in and looked at it last year, but I haven't this year. If something has changed, last year it was quite inaccessible and difficult for a regular user to navigate.
Informatics teacher Samval Paloyan says the system could have been more understandable for people.
A professional should know where they need to go. Instead, people enter a general area, get confused, and can't figure out which section they need to fill out. They should group the fields by profession or category so you could just go there directly and be done with it.
According to July data, only 8% of citizens have filed a declaration, meaning about 60,000 out of 700,000. This figure was provided to former Minister of Labor and Social Affairs Mesrop Erekelian by the SRC.
Only 9% of those working in state institutions have filed declarations. The situation is the same with other people. They are essentially rejecting this system. Let's say hypothetically you receive a transfer of 200,000 drams 100 times during the year and you don't declare that 20 million drams. But if someone makes a single transfer at 400,000 drams, they have to declare it.
According to Erekelian, our authorities have considered foreign experience, but not fully, because the SRC has always possessed most of the information on incomes anyway.
Once 1 million declarations are collected somewhere, what are 10, 20, or 100 SRC employees going to do with them? They've adopted the declaration system for many countries, but they haven't adopted the tax system that goes with it. What do many countries also do, as I mentioned, since the information is already there? They send the declaration to people, sometimes electronically or on paper, and say, confirm your income here. If you have something to add, then you add it. They could have even made the process like that for people.
We also have many weak links, says Erekelian. For example, most pensioners don't even have a smartphone.
First, starting next year, all citizens will have the obligation to file, including, for example, our 500,000 pensioners, 99% of whom probably only receive a pension. What is that person supposed to do? Take a paper and write that they receive a 32,000 dram pension. You, the SRC, can just open your records, see that the person receives a 32,000 dram pension, and be happy with that fact.
How is the SRC trying to simplify the declaration process? And doesn't this requirement violate people's right to privacy of personal data? We directed these questions that concern citizens to the agency.
The basic information is filled in automatically based on what the employer submits on behalf of the individual. The individual independently fills in only the information related to other sources of income. Access to this information at the SRC is restricted to a limited number of people.
By the way, according to the SRC, as of this moment, about 94,000 people have filed their declarations. About 500,000 still need to manage to file by November 1st. Ani Hovanesian, ReOpen Media.